Good day, Alcon and surrounding areas. This is your daily news brief brought to you by WRL 91.7 FM. In national news, with schools closed for more than 55 million children across the country and shuttered for the rest of the academic year in 7 states, school district leaders are scrambling to establish some kind of different learning routine. The transition to distance and online learning needs to happen quickly, was the message from Educational Secretary Betsy DeVos last week at the White House daily coronavirus briefing. But the early reality, at least in the country's big city school district, is that most are not providing any instruction whatsoever. Not many yet are providing what you'd consider a real current education program, says Robin Lake, the director of the Center on Reinventing Public Education, where researchers compiled a database of how teachers and district leaders in the school district that serve more than 9 million children are trying to salvage the school year. In other national news, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo released on Tuesday during a news conference about his state's handling of the coronavirus pandemic that his brother CNN anchor Chris Cuomo tested positive for the disease and is in home quarantine. In a statement posted on Twitter, the anchor of CNN's Cuomo Primetime said he had been exposed to people recently who are tested positive and he has been displaying symptoms over the past several days that included fever, chills, and shortness of breath. He'll be quarantined in his basement and continue to air his shoes from there. The younger Cuomo said he hoped that he hasn't infected his wife and children and that in order to beat the pandemic, the country must be smart, tough, and united. Governor Cuomo echoed that sentiment at his press conference, urging people to continue to make smart decisions and to remain at home. In entertainment news, the idea of Meghan Markle continuing to pursue acting as a member of the Britain's royal family was always a long shot. Though at this point, having a working actress in their ranks would be one of the least scandalous things to have occurred in the past 30 years, no one, included Meghan, seemed to seriously consider it. In fact, the Suits star let it be known earlier on that she was perfectly happy to shutter her lifestyle website, abandon her personal Instagram account, and retire from her career to pursue the life of service enjoyed by full-time working royals. The little experiment lasted less than 2 years. It lasted the desire to serve that gave out, of course, but rather the ability of the local press to let her do so with a modicum of peace. In other entertainment news, attention any and all high schoolers. Get up and have a little fun today, no matter how old or young you are. Chances are your biggest spring plans have just been adjusted because of the coronavirus. Brides and grooms have had to postpone weddings, birthday parties and graduations have been put on hold, and for many high school juniors and seniors, an unforgettable night of prom just isn't the end card anymore. But on Tuesday afternoon, Ellen DeGeneres took to Instagram with a special throwback photo from her high school dance. While the picture may grab your attention, it's call to action that has students even more excited. If your prom was supposed to be this weekend, I want to see you gorgeous prom outfits the Ellen DeGeneres show shared with her followers. In weather, it is currently cold and 55 degrees, and tonight's low is expected to be 49 degrees. This news brief has been brought to you by WPRL 91.7 FM, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. This is to remind you all that the Office of Student Engagement is preparing to bring forth robust programming for the 2020-2021, and they seek that we complete the survey related to intramural sports. There will be other surveys to follow from other units within Student Affairs, and we need our compliance in completing those as well. The link to the survey will be sent to everybody's emails. If there are any questions, please contact Emmanuel Ofio at 475-224-9860. The number again is 475-224-9860. The sub-connection and Wildcraft has been closed, but the cafeteria will be open Monday through Friday for breakfast, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and lunch 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. and for dinner 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturdays and Sunday for brunch 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. If there are any questions, contact Sedusco at 601-877-3767, and the number again is 601-877-3767. Now come to the speaking segment of this show, and today we'll be talking about the movie 1917. We'll be doing a movie review. So 1917, as you know, is a movie that came out in 2019, towards the end of last year, in England. It's an English movie, as a matter of fact. So if you see the movie, you're going to be hearing a lot of British accents. So, and here with me today, I have Sadiq Jinad, a sophomore. So tell me, Sadiq, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Trying to, stay indoor and help save the world.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So I want to know what you think about the movie in 1917.
You know, when I first heard about the movie, I was like, oh, this is going to be a bomb movie, like shooting everywhere. You know, I like action movies. So when the movie came out, I just saw it was just kind of a drama. Like, though what I like about the movie is that they had just only 2 scenes. So it's like cool, cause wow. So how did they do that? Cause I love all this. I'm used to seeing cameras and video stuff. So seeing them just having just 2 scenes in, I think the movie's like 3 hours or so.
Oh no, the movie's 2 hours.
Sorry, 2 hours long. So seeing them just having just 2 scenes, I was like, they was really they did a very good job in making that work, and I give them props to that. But I didn't really like the movie because I was expecting more from them. Like I expected more action, more shootings, like a war movie, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a war movie about the First World War. It was directed by Sam Mendes, and it was inspired by the stories told by his grandfather Alfred Mendes, who fought in the Great War. The First World War was known as Great War, the war which involved Germany and pretty much the rest of the world. So in the movie, you saw the part where, you know, they were sent on a journey to
send a message
to another regiment, and because the Germans had a plan for them. If they should bomb them, they're gonna get all of them. So they sent a message to stop that. So how did you see what do you feel about the fact that corporals, Lance Corporal Scofield, and Lance Corporal Blake were sent on the mission? So what do you feel about the fact that Lance Corporal Blake died died along the line? I couldn't finish it up.
I mean, like, at first they shouldn't have sent both of them to send the message because they were very young. Should have sent someone more experienced and someone who can actually defend himself.
Or send more people, because
more people too. But seeing just sending 2 people there, and then I don't know if I'm spoiling the movie for you guys, but one of them died on the way, which
was sad. I mean, you avoided it because you wanted to help the German.
And I know the reason why they sent the 2 of them was that one of them had a brother at the other side. So sending him there is going to he has to go deliver the message because he doesn't want his brother to die.
Like the motivation.
Yeah, the motivation. But still, this guy is still young, and either way, one of them still died. The brother didn't die, but he died. So I think they really just, I don't know if they can just talk to the guy who sent them. Since it's a true life story, they should look for the guy and call him and ask him why did he send them.
I don't know if it happened exactly that way, but anyways, it's a movie you all should watch. I give the movie 7/10.
I give it a 5.5/10.
Okay, so we've come to the end, and I want you all to check the movie out. Thank you.